Period. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Darling. You know what? Why? Unprofessional. I'm just trying to come up here and talk to y'all about some traumatic shit that happened to me. I got lip gloss on my chin. Looking a damn mess. And then the pimple. We're showing our real self. Okay? It's either you love me or you don't. No, be for real. Be fucking for real. This story is going to be about this friend that I had. We're gonna name her Lupita. Okay? I recorded this earlier and it was not giving because I decided to name her at the last minute and it was just a little bit confusing and I didn't want you guys to be confused. I want you guys to be entertained. Like, don't just be confused. I need you guys to be entertained and to learn something from this.
Learn something from this!
So, me and this girl, Lupita, was friends. We were childhood friends. We were friends for a really, really long time. I'm going to tell you each red flag that were very significant. There were multiple smaller red flags, but these were the 3 red flags that I thought was, you know, bright red, like red. Alexa, change my lights to red. Alexa, change my lights to red.
Okay.
Like that red. Like they were red. So me and this friend, we all went to high school together, and when we got to high school together, a lot of people tend to know us just because we're always together. Like, people thought we were best friends, and I thought we were best friends, but I never felt that way from her end. Like, she didn't really treat me like a best friend, but I treated her like a best friend. It was never that from her, and I always felt that, but I never really shed light to it. But I always had that feeling in the back of my head, like, this girl, like, she doesn't, I don't know, it was weird. She has an amazing body, so guys tends to look at her. I'm mid, okay? Like, yeah, mid, but I love my body, but I'm mid compared to her body. We didn't really have similar body types, but it was kind of like we were both curvy girls in high school, so people were always looking at us and trying to talk to us and stuff. I was terrified of men and boys in high school, so most of the time I wasn't really talking or being with anybody because I was terrified of them and my parents. That's another story in itself. So yeah, so I didn't really talk to anybody, but she had this one guy friend that was her friend, and he was very funny. Like, I really liked his personality. He was just a funny guy. Like, I just love funny people. Like, if you're funny. But yeah, like, he was just funny, so I was like, oh my god, like, he's really cute. Like, I want to get, he was handsome too, but he was funny. That was the, you know, that was the, yeah. So because they're always together, so I'm like, who is he? Like, da da da. And she was like, oh, that's my friend, let's call him, he's not really relevant to the story, but let's call him, well, he is kind of relevant. Anyways, let's call him Doorknob. So she was like, that's my friend Doorknob, he's cool, mad cool, mad cool. She's like, I should hook y'all up, like, da da da. And I was like, really? Like, like, I was skeptical about it. Then I was like, you know what, yeah, like, I guess. So then I guess she ended up giving him my Kick, because when I got home back then, this was like 2014. So I was in 10th grade, and back then I didn't even have a phone. I only had like an iPod. That's a story in itself. I only had an iPod, and there was no Wi-Fi. Like, only it was a mess. But yeah, like, I only could text him at certain times and stuff. So when I got home, like, a message popped up or whatever from Kick, and it was him. So we started talking and stuff on Kick, and like, we just got to know each other, and then we started, you know, actually dating and stuff in school. It was just like a school relationship. Like, I never saw him outside of school. If you're Haitian, you know, if you're Haitian, then you know, we all had them school relationships. Everybody would be talking about how they went to the movies with their boyfriend. Girl, we could not go anywhere. Yeah, it was just a school relationship. So back then there was this thing called Axe FM. If you know, you know. Y'all, so I'm editing and I just logged into my Axe FM, bro. I got the receipts. I got the freaking receipts, and these people were wildin'. I'm gonna put them on the screen so y'all can read some of them because they were wildin'. That's crazy. You see my name? My name was Fuck the Bull. I missed that. I was such a rebel. Axe FM was messy as hell. Like, it was, if you are, you know, new to social media, period. Not social media. Like, if you're in the era of TikTok and that's the main social media you've been new, then you don't know what Axe FM is. But that was a anonymous like thing where people could send you like anonymous messages, and when people found out me and this dude was together, people were sending me so many hate. People I don't even know. Like, I don't even know these people. They were just talking about me, talking about how I'm fat, this and that. Like, you think you're all that, you look like a fat, this and that. And I was just like, okay, but you're anonymous though. You're anonymous though, Miss Ma'ams. Like, if you had the balls, then you would have not been anonymous, but you're anonymous, so you're irrelevant. Next. But anyways, yeah, so they were sending me a whole bunch of mean stuff. Some people were sending nice stuff, but like most people were just hating, like talking about me and the guy, and I'm like, dang, what did I get myself into? It was a lot. And there's this one girl, like a rumor about this one, I don't know if it was a rumor because I never got it clarified if it was a rumor or not. There's this one girl that they were all in a program with, Lupita and Doorknob. Like, they were all in a program with, and there's this one girl that her name kept popping up on the Axe. Like, they were talking about her and do I know about her and stuff. And on his Axe FM, people were asking him about her and stuff, and I'm just like, why this girl name keep popping up? Like, who is this girl? I'm pretty sure, because I missed some stuff, but I'm pretty sure they were actually talking, or he was actually dealing with her, entertaining her, and I was just very clueless back then. Or maybe they weren't, but I just want to clarify, I did side-eye the whole situation. So I'm Inspector Gadget, and I start looking stuff up and, you know, trying to figure out who this girl is, because I don't know, I don't recognize that name. Like, I don't recognize that name. And spoiler alert, me and this girl is actually pretty cool social media friends right now, but nevertheless, back then I was like, who is this girl? Like, what? No, I wasn't ratchet, but I was just like, who is she? Like, so I found who she was. She was just like a girl who goes to another school. It was a girl who goes to another school, but they all meet up at this program. Like, they all go to the same program. So I wasn't a part of this program because there were so many people I did not fuck with. I decided to not go. I knew they were getting paid to go to this program. Like, at the end of the, I guess, program, they were getting paid, and I still didn't want to do it. Like, I didn't want to be in that type of environments. Yeah. And it was messy. There was a whole bunch of mess too. So on this Axe FM, I'm getting daily messages about Lupita and Doorknob. Like, they'll ask him, they'll be like, do Darlene know about you and Lupita? Like, he'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, he'll answer like, what are you talking about? And I would, like, I always seen it. I'm like, wait, is this true? Are they really like doing stuff in the program? Like, cause I'm not there. Is that like, I don't know. He peeped that or whatever, like all that. And I brought it up to his attention. I never brought it up to her till later on, but like, I brought it up to his attention, and he was just like, people just being messy, like just like how they were messy about the other girl. And I was just like, okay, like side-eyeing him a little bit, but I'm like, okay, like, okay, dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. After that, it was a lot more cyberbullying, like a lot. Like, I cried a couple times. Like, I'm laughing about it now, but that was not fun. A lot of cyberbullying. People were talking about my looks and stuff, and I was always a makeup girl. I was always posting, taking cute pictures. People were hating, mad because they can't do it. Yeah, people were hating and stuff. Like, somebody did me a to be rude and they said I look like Miss Piggy. Goodbye. People were hating on that Axe FM. They were hating. I don't even know who those people are, but they hated me. I don't know what I did. I stayed to myself them years. Like, I really stayed to myself. I had like a couple friends. No, I mean people knew of me, but it was not like I was up everybody's face all the time. Not that I can remember. Let me ask my best friend. She need to pick up. Let's talk about it. Hey. Hello. I have a question. I was always to myself in high school, right? Like, I was not in everybody's face, was I? That was too long. Oh my god.
Everybody thinks, but you weren't to yourself either. I wouldn't think so.
I did not have a lot of friends. Did I?
Did you say you were completely to yourself, in my opinion?
I guess, whatever.
Well, I mean, if you say you was, then you was. I mean, only you know.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember because I'm telling the story. I guess I wasn't to myself, but I did. I don't think I had a lot of friends. Anyways, so it was so much going on or whatever, and on the Axe FM, and I was just like, you know what? Let me text this man and say we're done because I can't do this anymore. Like, this is too much for me right now. I'm getting cyberbullied. I'm getting cyberbullied. I'm getting cyberbullied and I'm crying every day and I don't even know what to do. I can't even talk to my parents because like no, a lot. It was just like, oh my god, I have nothing. I cannot deal with this. Like, so I was just like, you know what, bye. And he didn't even put up a fight. He was like, okay. And I was like, no, he didn't. He was definitely cheating. He acted like he didn't care, I guess. We went through high school and I forgot about him, and after high school we became actually kind of cool acquaintances. Like, we became cool. I didn't question her about that because I didn't have any proof, so I never really like. I wish I did question her in high school, and that was that. I totally forgot about it. It's just now I'm remembering because it's a red flag. Like, it was one of the biggest red flags, but I totally ignored it. Well, I basically ignored it because I didn't even text her or talk to her about it. The second red flag is after high school, I started seeing this red flag so much in our friendship. Like, oh my god, I have a stain. I started seeing this red flag pop up so many times. And that is bringing up my insecurities. Knowing that I'm insecure about something and you're bringing it up and you're making fun of it as a friend, what is that? Like, that's not even a friend. That's just like, what are you doing? I'm so confused. I'm coming to you as a friend about certain stuff I'm insecure about and you want to bring it up and try to be funny? You're lame as hell. One of the big insecurities I did have back then were my boobs, and I hated the size. Like, they're still big, but like I hated having big boobs because I felt like it drew attention to me all the time, even when I didn't want attention. Like, I really just be chilling, people just be thinking I'm this and that, and people really thought I was something I was not in high school when I was totally opposite of everything what people thought. Like, everything. It's because I, grew more than some other people. Like, it was really bad. But that's another story for another day because that I can go and ramble on and on about that. I always bring up how big my boobs is. Like, she would make a comment like, big ass boobs, or she'll be like, when we would go shopping, oh my god, I would cry, secretly cry all the time when we would go shopping. Like, it was but like, trying clothes, and I would get shirts and stuff and I'll show her and she'll be like, that's too small for your big boobs. Like, you know, those are too small. Like, and they wouldn't even be that small. They would just be, they would not be small. She would just be like, exaggerate. And I would be like, what the hell? Like, that's weird. Wow. Like, I'm looking back, I'm like, wow, I really let somebody treat me like that. Like, me today would never. I would never let somebody disrespect me the way they did. I mean, I didn't have that much insecurities. It was just like my boobs, like, and like my butt, because I don't really have a butt. Like, I have hips, but like I don't have a butt. Very, like, if I would have told her stuff that I was really, really insecure about, oh, I'm pretty sure she would have brought it up all the time. The final straw red flag that I saw, and I was just like, oh, I'm done. Though I said I was done, I still gave her one more chance after that. So this red flag started off with Lupita and Lupita's other friend. So was with someone, and we can call this person, let's find a great name for this person. Let's call this person Roach. There is this point of time where Lupita was telling me how her friend and Roach was talking, and while they were talking, they brought up the fact that I don't really remember they were just talking about my best friend, and they were just being very devious. Basically, he was doing something devious. It was something. I can't remember exactly what. Trauma makes you block certain stuff I cannot remember, because I was really trying to get away from all that toxicity. Lupita decided to tell me whatever Roach told Lupita's friend. So Lupita told me, and guess what? I told my best friend. Why would you tell me something that you didn't want me to tell my best friend, and it has something to do with my best friend? Like, I'm not understanding. Did you think I wasn't gonna tell my best friend? Is that what you think? Talk about my best friend and you think I'm not gonna tell my best friend what you said that somebody said, because if it's not true, I'm gonna need my best friend to clear it up. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I told my best friend, and my best friend was like, okay, let me check on that. So she asked Roach, and Roach told her I'm lying, and that that Darlie loves to make stuff up because Darlie is this and that, and Darlie is this and that. And I'm like, Darlie is what? Making what up? I have way better things to worry about than to make something up, to stir something up. Like, this is not a reality TV show. I'm not getting paid to bring stuff up and make shit up. Like, we're not in a reality this is not Love and Hip Hop. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, Roach, that I'm lying? Lying about what? Like, lying about what do I have to lie about? So my best friend's like, she don't know. Like, she don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe, ma'am? Oh, I cut her up for that. She could tell you I cut her up for that, because what do you mean you don't know? If somebody is saying this, who are you gonna believe? Me or them? Believe your bottom bitch, your day one. Like, I'm so confused. Like, you need to believe me. There's no figuring it out, trying to figure out. Believe me. My best friend was texting me about it. They were really, this day it got really heated between all of them, but I was at work, so I was like on the clock worried about my money. Not worried about them. I was on the clock, and when I finally clocked out, I checked my phone, and it was like, I'm like, dang. I checked, and my best friend's like, pick up the phone. Like, pick up the phone. Roach want us to get on a three-way call so we can figure this out. A three-way call? I'm not getting on a three-way. This is not a conference. I'm not getting on a three-way call. If you don't believe me, I don't care. So yeah, so like, she's like, no, that's not what it is. I'm like, yep, bye. And I blocked, unfollowed. I literally, she can tell you, I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to talk. Get out my face. Leave me alone. Like, that was the type of time I was on. I'm like, y'all all can kiss my ass. And then as for Lupita, I text her. I'm like, girl, who is lying? I'm lying? I'm lying? You didn't tell me that at the comfort of your home when I was at your home? Like, you didn't tell me that? I'm lying? Really? And she was like, I'm not a part of this. Ma'am, you started this. What do you mean you're not a part? You started it. You literally started it. You literally started on some kindergarten shit. Like, you literally started it. Yeah, so after that, oh no, my camera is dying. No. Where did we leave off? And then when I woke up the next day, like I said, I did block her or whatever, and I woke up the next day and I was like, you know what, let me unblock her and text her and see what's going on, because like I know my best friend is probably going through a lot. Like, I know she was like going through a lot around that time, but I was also going through a lot because the cyberbullying was too much. A lot. Social media is a lot, but especially in high school back then, it was a lot of cyberbullying. What was I saying? Yeah, I called my best friend and my best friend was pissed. She thought she was pissed because like she really felt hurt about the fact that I blocked her. She was so hurt. She was like, oh my god, like she was really hurt that I blocked her. But you know, I was pissed. Like, I felt like she wasn't really, you know, she didn't trust me, because why do you have to think to believe me? Like, why do you have to think about it? Like, I don't, you know. After that, I didn't want to speak to the girl again, Lupita. I didn't want to speak to her again. And Roach, ooh, I could not stay. Anyways, Roach went about their merry way. I don't know how they doing, I don't know how they living, and I do not care. And as of Lupita, shortly after that, I thought that was my last straw. I was like, oh yeah, you're cut off, because I cannot be a friend to someone who lied on me, like who let me go out sad like that. You really tried to let me go out sad like I was a liar. I'm just a person who has no life and just be lying to mess up people's life. Like, no, bro. Then it was time for me to move, and I was like, you know, I don't want to have, I don't know, I wanted to just have a conversation with her, like on some grown woman shit, even though I was only 21. But I was like on some grown woman shit, like, let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. We actually met up at a park. It was so dramatic. We met up at a park, like it was at a freaking like we was in a show, like a reality show. We met up at a park and we talked it out, and yeah, after that it was like, it wasn't ever gonna be the same, but it was just like, you know, if I see you, it's not gonna be awkward type of thing. But I don't know why I did that, because I was moving and I was probably never gonna see her again, and I haven't ever seen her again after that. And then I moved here, like people started telling me more shit that was going on, more shit talking, more blase, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to see you on my timeline ever. So I unfollowed, and yeah, and I just blocked her number. Didn't want to associate with that anymore. I don't know what clicked, like when I got here. Like when I moved here, it was like a cleanse from so much stuff, bro. I gotta get into that. Actually, I gotta do a story about that. Let me write that down. So next story time is probably gonna be about the isolation I put myself through. Basically, I wanted to share this experience. I bet you a girl is out there struggling or have a friend like that. Like, I bet you, because that's so common. It's actually really common that you have a frenemy, you know, like someone who doesn't really like you for real. He was like, ugh, aren't you embarrassed? So I'm just trying to let y'all know, like, please peep the red flag. Feel that gut feeling, listen to it, because it's the future you telling the past you to ding 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 for you. This person is not right in your spirit. That's why you getting that bubbly feeling, that back of your mind feeling, that under your chest feeling when you get around this person, when you talk to this person. That's why you get those feelings, because they are not sitting right with your aura, your energy. Like, they are not for you. So you gotta listen to it. You gotta be like, fuck, I hear you. It's time for me to pack it up, or pack them up. Like, for real, I was preaching there, but for real, like, listen to that gut feeling, listen to it. Share this experience with you guys and let y'all know it's okay that you go through stuff like that. It's not really a shame. Sometimes people will look at stuff like that, like when you fall out with people, like it's weakness. Like, nah, like it's not really weakness. It's just like, I can't take certain, you know, disrespect. Like, I just can't take it, and I'd rather lose a friendship than, you know, continue feeling hurt and horrible around you. Like, I cannot sit here and pretend I'm happy to be around you if all you bring is sadness. Come on now. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this. If you went through something like this, tell me in the comments so we could chat about it. If you like videos like this, please let me know by liking this video. And yeah, follow me on my social medias. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, especially on TikTok, because I be giving y'all the girls looks. Okay, I'll be giving y'all the tea on the makeup tricks mostly. I don't know if I'm gonna keep my YouTube channel for that, because TikTok is so quick. You can learn it so quick. Instead of a YouTube channel, you gotta prop it, you know. TikTok is so quick. Yeah, I might just keep TikTok for makeup and YouTube for the tea. That's that, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.